If this is too heavy today, please skip this video and take care of yourself. I want to talk about arguably the most morally repellent law ever attributed to a god. Deuteronomy 22 says that if a woman is raped in a city and she doesn't cry out, she is to be stoned to death. Not comforted, not believed, not protected, killed, because she didn't scream loudly enough. This isn't an obscure verse. This isn't a mistranslation. This is a law, and we need to be honest about what it says of the moral character of the God who supposedly commanded it. A God who writes a law like this isn't confused, he isn't careless, and they're not limited by human ignorance. This is a God who looks at a raped woman and says, your survival response is a capital crime. And anyone who understands even the basics of trauma knows how obscene this is. People freeze, they dissociate, people are threatened, people are physically restrained, people calculate survival. Many victims can't scream. Some scream and are ignored, and some know that screaming might make it worse. And this text doesn't care. It doesn't ask what happened. It doesn't ask whether she was overpowered. It doesn't ask whether she was terrified. It asks one question only. Did she perform resistance loudly enough for men to approve? Silence in this system is treated as consent. Trauma is treated as guilt. And survival is treated as evidence against her. A God who doesn't understand this isn't omniscient, and a God who understands it and commands death anyway is not good. And there's no third option. And now we have to talk about the people, then and now, who think this is acceptable. Because this law doesn't just condemn a woman, it recruits a crowd. It requires neighbours to pick up stones, rocks. It requires moral certainty. It requires people to believe that obedience matters more than mercy. Anyone who could stand there and participate in that because God said so is not morally virtuous. They are morally surrendered. And anyone today who reads this and says, it was a different time, or God was protecting women, or she should really have screamed more, is making the same choice. They are choosing authority over empathy, doctrine over humanity, obedience over conscience. If your moral framework trains you to defend the killing of rape victims, even hypothetically, then the framework is corrupt. It's not misunderstood, it's not misapplied, it's corrupt. A good God would protect the vulnerable. A just God would recognise the trauma. A moral God could never demand that a woman prove her innocence by dying correctly. So let's stop pretending that this is about modern sensibilities. If you're listening to this and you feel the urge to explain this away, to soften it, to contextualise it, to justify it, stop. Because the moment you start doing that, something has already gone wrong. If you can read a law that orders the execution of a raped woman, and your instinct is to defend it, then your moral compass has been damaged. Your decency has been eroded. Your compassion dulled. Your empathy has been hollowed out, not by reason, but by dogma. And this is what unquestioned authority does to people. It doesn't make them cruel. It makes them capable of cruelty whilst still feeling righteous. And that's actually the most dangerous moral state there is. A healthy conscience recoils from this, doesn't negotiate with it. So if you find yourself bargaining on behalf of this text, you're not protecting goodness, you're sacrificing it. And no belief system is worth that price. And to anyone listening to this who has lived through sexual violence, what happened to you was not your fault. your silence wasn't consent, your fear wasn't guilt, and your survival wasn't a failure. And any God, ancient or modern, who says otherwise is not worthy of any respect at all, let alone reverence.